Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Broman Central, and today I'm bringing you with a Trollhunters Rise of the Titans slash general topic slash theory slash rambly video. And I want to talk about why I think Jim will give up troll hunting for good. And the reason I believe he'll give up troll hunting for good is because in the beginning of Troll Hunters, he started off saying there's more to life than just doing what he was doing, pretty much that he wanted more excitement in his life. And for a 15-year-old, which I believe he was at the time, that is true because, as we're growing older and older, we start to realize that we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it just starts to get repetitive. And so when new things start to pop up in your life, you start to gravitate towards that more. And that was the case for Jim because he, in the beginning, knew he was not cut out to be a troll hunter. Like, he felt that deep down he wasn't, capable of protecting all the other trolls. And eventually, over time, as he started to, gradually put himself in them situations more, he started to actually like it. He started to realize that that was the excitement that he was going for. And at that exact moment, Jim sealed his fate. And when I say sealed his fate, I believe that Jim, he didn't realize that, or he didn't take into consideration the fact that these powers might be temporary. And when I mean by temporary, I mean that who's to say that anybody could just come along and strip these newfound powers away, right? I don't believe he ever took that into consideration when wielding the amulet. And I don't believe Merlin ever took that into consideration, or if he did, he never expressed it. Now, throughout the course of Troll Hunters, we start to see Jim gradually become more powerful and fight greater creatures, right? And as he's fighting these greater creatures, he's slowly developing his skill. He's slowly putting himself more in that world than the world he just came from, which was the boring life of making Toby sandwiches and taking care of his mom, which he still does, just not to the extent that he used to, because he has another life to look after. And I believe Jim, he reminds me of Ben 10 in a way, because Ben 10, he started off with no omnitrix, nothing, no powers, no gadgets, no nothing. And as soon as he was able to gain anything that could, boost him or boost his abilities, he started to gradually go towards his objective or go towards this lifestyle like Jim did. And he started to be arrogant, which Jim really is. He's not arrogant, but he started to become obsessed with that power. And I do believe Jim is obsessed with the power due to the fact that he acted pretty weird towards the end of Wizards when the amulet was destroyed, obviously, and he couldn't lift up Excalibur. And so I say they're the same because they both got their powers stripped away from them. Obviously, Ben 10 got his powers back, but in that moment, in a moment in time, they both got their powers stripped away, and they both pretty much acted the same way. They felt hopeless. They felt like they weren't good enough. And obviously, they had friends along the way to help them deal with this, but a friend can say whatever they want, but it won't change what you feel deep inside. And they both felt hopeless at that point in time. They felt like they couldn't protect their friends and the people that they were used to protecting because they didn't have that same power that they had for a wide amount of time. And Jim, he really didn't have his power for that long. I believe he probably had his power for a year tops. And for that to be stripped away from him so fast, after him, basically getting used to it, that took a really big blow on him. And like I said, you got to take into consideration, he's only 16 years old. A 16-year-old juggling real life and fantasy life. Now, I don't know, for everybody it might be different, but I know for Jim specifically, as we know him, he's not really cut out for that. It was hard in the beginning maintaining that lifestyle, but as he continued, it started to gradually get easier, but it was still never easy because he still had to keep secrets from other people. Now, the world went to crap, and not everybody knows about these creatures, so he doesn't have to keep that part of his life secret anymore. But that doesn't mean he's not juggling with other things, such as him losing the amulet. And we also got to take into consideration he had to be more powerful than he already was. He turned into a troll, and I don't believe he ever wanted that, but he knew deep down that he needed more power. He needed more power so that he could become what the trolls really needed. And I don't think Jim ever felt like he was not strong enough, if that makes sense. And I don't believe he ever wanted to have that form because he felt adequate. Like I said, like with that amulet, he felt invincible. And so to basically wrap this video up, I honestly believe that after the events of Rise of the Titans, or in the end, Jim will just stop. Yeah, that won't be his life anymore. Toby, Claire, the Creep Slayer gang, they're gonna take his place. And he's gonna look back and be like, man, I wish I was still doing that. But at the end of the day, he'll just be happy that he doesn't have to stress anymore, because he know his friends got his back, and he know his friends are strong enough. Jim still feels like he needs to be there to make the group work, and that's not the case. The group works because the group works together. But what do you guys think? If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm almost to 100 subscribers, and if we can make that happen, I got a beastie live stream coming. So I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace.